I agree with that. I just wanted to add, so as Nathan corrected, that the government should enforce the law against child marriage was a significant increase in Butalejja from 87 to 94.5%. And in Bududa, it was also over 90% before and after. And the support for the one-room classroom was also very high, over 90% in both places. And I think in both places, but in Bududa especially, what we heard in the meetings was a concern that some children in the remote areas were not going to school at all when they were very young. And then they might never go to school, and especially girls might never go to school. And so and support for having education for girls as well as boys was way up, 90% or whatever, in both places. So there was a consistent concern. Either it changed and went up further, or it started high and just stayed high. So this is one of the overall themes of the policy messages. So I don't know, I'm sure the idea of the one-class school was an idea that came out of the advisory group, but it was not just for the first year. It was so that the young children could get a start in becoming educated. And maybe that education could continue, but that if they had to walk too far, they might never start. And this was apparently especially a problem in the group discussions that I heard, especially a problem for the girls. So I don't know how this can be done, but if it could be done, the one-room schools, the enforcing the law against child marriage, and the vocational education, that was also very high for girls as well as boys. It only went down a little bit in Butalejja because your local education experts said that the vocational education was not being fully used now, but maybe there could be ways in which it could be provided for girls as well as boys and made better use of. As for having fewer schools, I think the trade-off there would be, if you had fewer schools, then people would have to travel a longer distance, and while they might be better schools, which was part of the trade-off, you might have fewer people making the journey, in which case you might lower the percentage of people who were getting education. And I think there was a lot of concern that there ought to be some way of raising the percentage of children who were getting education. So this is a complicated policy issue, but at least the goal is clearly articulated by the people in the sample. So I hope some of this can be done. Thank you.